everybody. I'm Sade from StayHipp, and today I have Will Mahony with me. He is behind the super viral TikTok Manny flag, and it became a huge meme and a staple and symbol for Gen Z. Can you tell me what do you think when you still see that picture and that emblem on TikTok as people's default photos?
It's still crazy thinking like, wow, that was like something that I spread and like I started, but it's something really cool that people like still see that as a symbol. It wasn't just like a 2 day like trend. Like people are still like running with it.
Yeah. Can you take me back a little bit to the beginning when you first decided to create this emblem and this symbol? Why did you start it? And also why use Manny and why reference Wiz Khalifa's Black and Yellow? Break that.
Yeah, so originally I was messing around. I made a video that was like, yo, Gen Z, we like messed up like Trump's rally. We can like do something big. Like there's millions of us. Like we could do whatever. And that video like got like 10 million views, and I was like, wow, people really want to do something. So I hopped on a call with some friends of mine, and I was thinking like, what could we do like as that would be funny but like wouldn't get me arrested, you know? And we one of my friends said like, let's like say we're changing the American flag, and our goal was just to get Fox News to see it and like make a story about it, which they didn't, but I didn't really expect them to. But and then we were like, okay, what should we put on it? And there was like the Manny was going around on social media as like a little meme, like the Manny will not be televised. The Manny is tired of police brutality, which I thought was really cool and like a good symbol. So I put it on there, changed the flag to like black and yellow. I don't even know why I picked black and yellow. It was just funny, and then people loved it. So that was it.
It was great. And I know in another video you followed up and you said, you also want to unify Gen Z in the process. How do you think that went overall?
It went pretty good. I definitely got a lot of hate for it because people thought that connected it to Black Lives Matter and thought I was turning Black Lives Matter into a joke when that was not my intentions at all. But at the end of the day, it's still like I made a website for it, mannyflag.org, and tried to like get people together, which was pretty successful. And I'm like definitely satisfied with it, and it was definitely spread a positive message for sure.
Yeah, and you had a lot of links on there and petitions. So I feel like it moved away at least in my humble opinion. I think it moved away from being more than just a meme. But how do you
Exactly.
see activism and memes working together, especially as
People on TikTok like they love to laugh, and it's like a lot of people only go on TikTok to smile and stuff, and sometimes people feel like it's a burden and getting too serious. So if you can like combine, because I'm a comedian, like that's what I do on TikTok, but I also want to like make a change with my influence, so I kind of have to combine them both in order to get my message across. So if I can in any way combine activism and comedy, especially with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, I found ways to like bring that together, and I feel like that was a good example of that.
Yeah, definitely. Do you find any challenges in trying to balance the two or merge the two? Comedian
Definitely.
and activist?
um just like sometimes getting hate comments are like the biggest thing. Influencers like trying to look past those because they're like a minority of comments, but like just seeing things like, you used to be funny, why are you getting all political and stuff like that. It's just trying to like know that I'm doing something good, and like I have good intentions, and it's like my platform, not theirs. I do it for because I like making videos. It's not necessarily to make other people happy. It's like balancing like, hey, I'm doing it to make you guys happy because I need the numbers to grow to make an influence. But then again, you know, I don't want to like I want to be happy making my videos and stuff.
Yeah. It's your platform, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's your joy. Hang on to that. And you are someone that has a huge audience on TikTok. How do you think other, TikTokers, other influencers can handle backlash and criticism? What advice or tips would you have?
It's just like we can get like 500,000 likes and not really understand how big of a number that is. But then we see the 3 to 10 hate comments that have like 5 likes in the comments, and we just like focus on that, and we just completely ignore the other things. And it's just like eventually it gets to a point where reading comments really does like isn't good for your mental health, and just like not even like opening the comment section is, I know that's what big people like the hype house, they say that they don't even read their comments, which I think is great, especially for mental health, because at the end of the day it can get so mentally draining just like trying to make everyone else happy, and stressing about like seeing if you are making everyone else happy.
Yeah, yeah, that's so true. At the end of the day, you're living for someone else. What are you really doing?
Yeah, exactly.
But I do want to bring it back around just really quickly to the Manny flag, because I mean it was so effective what you guys did. Do you have any plans for mannyflag.org? What is the future of that?
um that's I do wanna honestly put a link to something that spreads to way more petitions, because I've been trying to put like 3 like every few days and stuff to, but I feel like there are a lot more websites that do it way better, and I can't invest too much time into that website specifically. Like I don't have like a staff I can't hire, like, and there are people who are doing things that make way better things. I think it's great for it to have the Manny flag as a symbol, but as it goes for the website, I'm not sure if that's like the final destination, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've seen the power of Gen Z. Do you have any other projects that you're thinking of doing in terms of activism?
Oh, that's a good question. I was working with something with Flight House, who's a big TikTok and Instagram page, who reached out because they're working on something with Joe Biden's campaign, I think, and we're working on something to bridge the gap, and we're just trying to get Gen Z who's 18 to go out and vote, like just motive, because we can be. I think they said that Gen Z can collect more votes than 28 states combined if we all came together and voted, which I think is a great thing. So it's just like motivating, like using my platform to motivate people to bridge the gap.
Yeah. And in the wake of, the civil unrest, Black Lives Matter, uh,
Mhm.
voting, is very prominent right now. Have you changed your approach to how you create content at all? Or how when you want to create videos, do you consider different, what's going on in the environment before you start creating new videos now?
Definitely. I don't I've always kind of kept that in mind, but I've, especially since the Black Lives Matter thing, mostly it's just I've been making the same content that I have been, but on top of it, I've been trying to incorporate activism in that as well, and like posting anything on my Instagram story that I can about like any important articles or like petitions or things that need to be have awareness.
Yeah. While still making people laugh, because you have
Yeah, exactly.
you have some incredibly funny content on your page
Uh,
and your YouTube.
oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. So I do want to bring it back. When was the first time you went viral? Do you remember that? The first time you went viral on TikTok?
Yeah, that was
Take us back.
I oh my God, bro. November 2018, which is like coming up on 2 years, which is absolutely crazy to me.
Really?
That was when I started, but then the first video, I think it was like March, where it was like just a super intricate skit. It was like 45 seconds long, about like it like had a loop in it, and it was like breaking the third wall, like talking about like how like, well, we're just in a skit and stuff like that. And then that got 300,000 likes, and I'd never seen a number that big before. And that was before TikTok was huge, so that was really big. And I was literally going back through my phone the other day in my camera roll, and I remember taking screenshots of like every milestone ever, like I like 2K, 3K, 5K, and like all my like numbers and stuff. And that was definitely surreal.
Yeah, awesome. And so as you saw your numbers go up and you saw that momentum, did you create a strategy to kind of go viral? Or just like, I don't know.
It's
What's
like
it for you?
every time I think I found a strategy, like something changes. It's like it's all ups and downs. Like I'll try something and it'll do really good, and I'll write off that, and then slowly, like my numbers will like start going down, and I'll be like, okay, I gotta change something. So like I start changing stuff and messing around until something works again, and it's like ups and downs and ups and downs. So there's never really one, because it's like constantly changing what does good in the algorithm and what style of comedy is good. So it's like just trying to adapt throughout everything.
Yeah. And you recently moved to LA. You're part of a house, the house you asked
Yeah.
for. Tell me, what has that adjustment been like for you now? Because imagine
Oh.
going from screenshotting, milestones to now you're living in a house in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it was definitely the biggest reason that was crazy is because I was completely quarantined in my house with my family, because I lived with someone who was immunocompromised from March to June. And like that, like I didn't get to see my friends at all. Like I only left the house to go on walks. And then being that was so like mentally draining, like trying to be creative staring at like a blank wall, and then moving here, just being surrounded by with all the creative energy and like just grinding, and we all have the same passion and motivation. It was just so like freeing, and just like the first few days were just amazing, because like I hadn't experienced something like that in my life.
Yeah, awesome. And I've seen some videos that have the house in it, the house nobody asked for. Are you guys in a suburb or a mansion? I'm like trying to get you.
Yeah, we literally originally it was just gonna be like a summertime thing. We got an Airbnb, and like we all didn't want to spend like $10,000, so we got like just like it was accommodated us. It's 8 bedrooms, but it's like very homey. Like the furniture is like boomer furniture, and it's like it's cute and it's really homey, and it accommodates us. And right now we're looking, because right now the Airbnb ends August 20th, so we're looking to um for sponsors and to stay together as a house.
Got it, got it. So tell me, first off, the house that nobody asked for, whose idea was this? And you've mentioned, you wanted to move, being in quarantine. Were you guys just like, we're gonna spend the summer together and see where it goes? What kind of was the planning around it? Or again, are you guys winging it?
Yeah, it was like it was me and Tyler Funk. We I was like, bro, what if we just got a house together? And I was looking at like, dang, that's expensive and stuff. And then I was like, the more bedrooms we added, like the less it costed per person. So we were just like, let's just go all out. Let's get like a big group together. And I just reached out. I was reaching out to like 5 people a day, to like anyone who's funny and has good vibes. So and then it just ended up the 9 of us. It was a lot of some of us, like one of the people, Toby, he didn't know about the house until a week before he moved in. Like that was like, yeah, we were like, yo, you want to move to LA in literally a week? And he's like, yeah. Like so it, like we just kind of winged it, and we expected to go home August 20th, but now like we're developed to the house to the point, like our house TikTok got like 400,000 followers in like the last 3 weeks, and people love us. We have like a fan base, and it's like, bro, don't want that to end. So we're gonna do whatever we can, especially since college is online. We're gonna try to just make it work.
Yeah, that's it's pretty awesome, honestly. Wow, so innovative, and that's a huge leap also.
Oh,
That's
definitely.
huge. And there are houses like Hype, there's Hype House, Sway House. Do you guys plan to have any goals and operate as those collectives? I know that they can be somewhat competitive or have
Mm.
been competitive. Do you guys foresee that for you at all?
We're just like we just like good vibes. Like that's literally our entire thing, is like just posting. Like we want to make funny stuff. We want to make people smile. We're not in it for the clout. As much as like the hype house. Like we're not gonna name our house around like having hype, and we don't care about like the Hollywood Fix interviewing us and stuff like that. We just want to make people smile and just like live together. And if we're because right now like we're pretty much the only house, the only comedy house, and because everyone else is just like Renegade. It's like I don't know.
You're a very different house. Yeah. Have you guys also thought about how you plan to strategize going forward? I know with other houses, they have goals they set for each other. Is that something you guys are going to do or no?
We're just focused on grinding. We have no idea what the future holds, and we have no expectations because we didn't expect the group. We didn't even know we were gonna make a group house account until we got here, and we were like, why not? So moving forward, like we plan like. We have house meetings like every day at 11 a.m. and we just talk about like our plans and like publicity stunts. Like we all pretended to get like fake neck tattoos and like tricked a lot of people with that, and we might do like a 10 to 100% series. We might but we're just grinding at this point and seeing where it takes us.
Yeah. Yeah. And is there any pressure at all within the house? You guys kind of like in your morning meetings are just like, this is what we're going to do or throw out what you want to do and it's more collaborative, or is there any, competition or pressure, especially being young and trying to
Yeah.
get sponsors?
I've been doing a lot of the like hopping on calls with sponsors and real estate agents and trying to figure everything out, but and then I just like brief everybody at the meeting, and we're very open to ideas and stuff like that. Like if someone has an idea, like we listen. It's just like literally the hardest part is like getting everyone together to film everything, because it's like everyone's like, okay, yeah, let's do this, and then we don't know like where to start, like who directs it, like who's gonna do everything. So yeah, there's never really competition. It's just it's always really open.
Yeah. And what's your favorite part of living in this house, in this comedy house, the house that nobody asked for?
um Definitely the creative energy and the people, like some of the people that I invited here I've like been wanting to be close with for a long time, and I see so much potential, and they're such great people, and I'm so happy that I can literally I've always lived at home. I just graduated high school, so I've never lived with anyone other than my family. So it's weird like being able to walk 10 feet and like see one of my closest friends like any time of day. Like it's really cool.
Yeah, that's like, honestly, even though college is closed, that's basically the college experience. I
Yeah.
remember when it was like I was graduating, I was like, wait, so I won't have any of my closest friends living close to me at all once I like
Mhm.
move away.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What has been the downside of living in this house
The
in
downside.
LA?
Um, okay, literally the only thing I could think of is our backyard at this place. Like we're like an hour and a half outside of LA. We're like in the desert. Like we're in the Goonies. Like there's like our backyard is the ugliest backyard that I've ever seen in my life. I literally like there's not really conflict in the house. Like we're just yet. I feel like there's bound to be conflict, but it's just like always been good vibes, and literally the worst thing is like going to our backyard and it's just like, oh.
Oh, that dirt's still there. Great.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome, awesome. I love to hear it, love to see it. And like I just said, you are super funny. You are an activist. What are some of the goals you have for yourself, if you've set any? What are some of your, future goals and career goals you see for yourself?
um I want to expand my YouTube audience more. I feel like because that's been like my dream as like a kid, since I've been making YouTube videos since I was 10 years old, and I love making videos. And TikTok has been more like, okay, I have the platform on here, so I'm gonna keep posting on here. But YouTube has been like smaller, and I just wish I could invest more time into that. So I definitely want to do that. Career wise, I have no idea what I want to do. Like I'm just seeing where it takes me for now.
Yeah, lovely, beautiful. Well, is there anything else that you would like to add about yourself, the house nobody asked for, living in LA, activism, anything?
Um, this is just the beginning. There's a lot more big things happening in the future, some that I can't say, and just keep your eyes open, and there's a lot more to come.
Awesome. And just for everybody who's watching, can you drop your socials? Just drop all.
Yes. Instagram at Mahony with 2 Y's. TikTok just at Mahony. YouTube Mahony. Tinder Mahony. WeFit Mahony. LinkedIn Mahony. Pinterest Mahony. Facebook Mahony. Is that good? All right.
You want to drop your social?
Yeah. Grinder Mahony.
All right.
Google Doc.
Okay, I'll let you finish.
No, that's it. I'm good.
Okay, all right. I'm so glad we got all your socials. Thank you so much for talking with us at StayHipp. We truly appreciate it, and we wish you all the best.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was great.
Awesome.